Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Hello guys, this is Docm, and today I decided time to play some more farming simulator. And yeah, we are in, I don't know, 48 episodes now, and I think we have still some things to check out in this game. One of the last things I want to check definitely is the cow production. And yeah, we want to get into that today. We don't have too much money, but we got money saved up in our silo from last time. Let's get our loader here. There's quite some stuff in there. And yeah, I will try to get that all because we definitely need some money to be able to work with the cows. So at the moment we have 12 grand. Let's make a little bit more so we can buy some cows. Cow costs 2,000 each. And feeding the cows is a fairly complex process. They need quite some stuff. And one part of it is baling. And we want to look into that today. You can make bales from grass you mow. You can also make bales from wheat and barley. Okay, 17,000. Why was that load only 5,000? Do we sometimes drop some stuff on the floor? Or is the price dropping? You know, I saw that as well in one of the last episodes where kind of things were falling kind of on the floor. And then we didn't get the full profit. What is that? 17,000 we have there. Right now, let's see, if we drop it in, normally we should see 10,000 and more. Okay, let's go fully over the whole thing and drop it here. Saw that? It was 13,000. Shovel before was less. I don't know. Well, for a start, I'd say we just buy 10 cows and try things out. You need a food mixer for them. That is some gear we need to invest some money into, and I want to check that out as well, how much that thing costs. I doubt it was cheap. Hopefully it's not shockingly expensive. I haven't checked it out. If not, I might have to throw in another round of money making here. We'll see. Okay, now we got like 40 grand. Let's quickly get out of the machine here. Out of the lizard and see. Harvesters, potato, beet, tippers, cultivators, plow, sowing, fertilizer sprayers, manure spreaders, slurry tanks, mowers, windrows. Windrows, yeah. That is also good. If you mow the straw, then you go through it with a windrower and kind of bring it together in a bigger row, and then you go through with the baling machine, and then you can get the bales from it. And baling, there we go. There's different ones: round baler, square baler. This one would be nice, square bales if we had them. Don't think the round bales work, but I'm not quite sure. Feeding, yeah, this thing here. So 136 grand, and a decent baling machine 112. Oh, and then we also need a bale trailer. Okay, that's not a big deal. So we need, first of all, we need the comprima, and we need windrowers. This one. Okay, so first step, we're gonna try to make us some bales of straw. That should work. Okay, so straw we should produce at the main farm. Let's see. Where is all my gear? I think I have to reset some stuff here. The cows are there. We might potentially It's not too far away from field 27, so we can carry some stuff over here. Or are the cows there? I think they're here. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Let's check this out. We wanna bring some gear back. Where's the red tractor? There we go. Gonna bring him back. And now we shall be in the main hub. There we are. Okay, finally. Got a cultivator, and I'm gonna put down some wheat on field 17, and we're gonna try to bale it all. It seems you need quite a lot, and pre-producing as much as you can of the hay and bale is a good strategy. Okay, excuse me. So let's see. Field 17, it's over there. There, guys, we came a long way in this game so far. And yeah, also I have to say, slowly but surely I feel we kind of did most of the stuff, and I'm tempted to say let's do 50 episodes and then call it an end for now. Maybe take a little break from it and eventually come back with some mods, or maybe multiplayer, I don't know yet. So we have a timeline, and definitely in the next 3 episodes, including today, I want to complete the cow breeding, so we check that out at least for once. Okay, let's roll back a bit. Unfold the condor. Use that bad boy in a while. Oh yeah. It's also one of our first really good gear. Let's position ourselves correctly here. I have to realign again. It's sometimes a bit iffy with this big tools here. The street is not perfect, or this field here is not really. Oh, whoa, whoa! Am I stuck? This field here is not really perfect for such big gear. It's since we started working over at field 7, it's pretty impressive. In the long run, I was also thinking, would it make sense to try to buy all fields just to prove a point? I'm not quite sure if I want to do that still. As I said, it's a sandbox game and you can always set your own goals. Okay, let's go for good old wheat. Line them up a bit. Fields should be ready to go. I cultivated them beforehand, and yep, there we go. Field, while he's working there, I will take care of the rest of the silage we have. Silage is also a part of the food mixture for the cows. So yeah, we might keep some stuff, but yeah, we should at least have 200,000 or so I can buy all the required gear, and we still have 300,000 almost in there, so should be good enough. Plus we're making money with the solar panels and wind turbine now, bought last time for over $1 million, so yeah. I'll be making some cash and I'll be back, guys. Yeah, so guys, I'm shoveling a bit of silage here. The fields are running. They're all prepared, fertilized, and waiting for it to grow. But want to do some unloading here a little bit, and I just thought about something. You know, I've been telling stories from my grandfather here and there, and yeah, I want to tell you another story about him. That is something that was some kind of a life-changing moment for me. I don't know if you guys experience things like that so far in your life as well, but I was about 20 years. I just had finished my school with about 18 and a half, 19, and then I've done my social services. When you are now it's no longer like that, but 15 years ago it was like that. As a young German, you could choose either do social work, that means work for a geriatric healthcare institution, or do some other social projects for over a year or go to the military. So I chose to do the social service there because yeah, I'm a pretty pacifist guy, and I don't believe in war in general. That was my spirit, you know, back in the days. And also back in the days, the German Bundeswehr was a bunch of sissies, to be honest. You know, it was just yeah, like the lazy people went to the Bundeswehr, so to speak, if you exaggerate it, and the guys who really wanted to do something, make some good use of the time, maybe chose the social service. That's how I saw it back in the days. It's probably not 100% correct, but that was my attitude back then. So I did the social work, and then already when I did my final exams in school, my Abitur and so on, the health situation of my grandfather was getting worse, and then basically all started. He had another small surgery, prostata. I don't know if you if that's the right word in English. Nothing too fancy, but he was already a good 90 years old. And when he then went to the hospital, during the surgery, he had a stroke. And yeah, basically the day my grandfather went into the hospital and we visited him after the surgery, it was a changed man. He had suffered a stroke, and thus yeah, had suffered from not enough oxygen to the brain for a short amount of time. Well, it was long enough to cause some damage, and that called so-called vascular dementia. That means yeah, brain damage because of lack of oxygen. That is a common form of dementia, by the way. I'm pretty sure you heard about dementia, Alzheimer, and all these things. The most common form is due to a lack of blood circulation over the years. You know, basically what happens over time, the blood vessels get clogged up, and thus over many years, slowly but surely, you lose some of your brain capacity, and that is a big problem in our society. Alzheimer, dementia, and all these things. And back in the days, when my grandfather suffered from that, and he didn't have to suffer long, half a year later, he shut down and decided he don't want to go no more. And at his birthday, actually, believe it or not, we all went to the hospital, wanted to flowers and crap. At his birthday, in the morning, about an hour before we all arrived, he decided to pass away. That was his. We were like shocked, of course, you know, when it happened. It was a very sad day. But on the other hand, you know, if you look back at it a few years later, it was just fitting, because, you know, we were standing there like idiots with the presents and all, and the nurse comes out, I'm sorry, Stefan, that was his name, passed away just now. We were like, what? Are you serious? Are you kidding us? You know? But yeah, I remember this moment because I always looked up to my grandfather, and that was a moment where I completely shifted or changed the focus in my life. We had a little bench in front of my grandfather's shed he had there. He had all his tools in there, and you know, he was always in there doing something around the house, in the garden. And well, I came home from school then. My grandfather was able to go home after the stroke, and yeah, it was horrible for my grandmother to take care of him. I got a cell phone, especially for the case when my grandfather has, you know, he often fell down and my grandmother couldn't pick him back up. Yeah, the typical things that happen when you suffer from dementia. And so I got called away in school in the middle of exams. Grandma there, Stefan, come home. Grandfather's on the dead, and pick him up and stuff. So one day went by and nothing special happened, and I came home. It was a summer day, and he was sitting in front of this bench having a screwdriver in his hand and playing with it, literally playing with it, you know, looking at it, twisting it around, spinning. And I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on with my grandfather. You know, back in the days, you had no idea how the whole dementia thing goes. I just learned that later on when I worked. All machines of Deutz are currently on a sale. Oh, that's good for us. When I worked in that sub field, I understood it, and I was like, Opa, Was machst du denn? I asked him, grandfather, what are you doing there? What are you doing, man? And he was looking at me and he couldn't say anything. He's also part of the dementia, it was hard to find words, and then he said, Weisst, wenn du nichts mehr schaffen kannst, dann bist du nichts mehr. That means it was in dialect, he said. And that was the last reasonable thing that my grandfather ever said to me. It was kind of crazy. He said, if you cannot work and do anything anymore, you're worth nothing. And I think he was really depressed, because a part of the dementia is you have these bright moments where you actually realize, dang it, what is going on with me. And my grandfather was sitting there. He couldn't remember what to do with the screwdriver. And then there was this bright moment where he realized, dang man, I'm done. And after that, it went downhill really quick. He refused to eat and so on. And that was the moment in my life that I completely shifted my focus. Before, my dad is a successful, he has a successful business, and was tax advising and stuff, and there was plans, for me or my sister to get into that, and completely shifted. Before I was really pursuing an engineering career as well and so on, and I thought, no, that's not it. Life's different. And then, I did my sport and was trying to find a way to do it. And then, after a while, I also decided to go into healthcare and specialize on geriatric healthcare, dementia, and all these things. Yeah. And so it is. If you have to deal with dementia in your family, I know it's pretty tough. And I just can suggest, try to read up, try to educate yourself about the disease, how it affects the individual, and that will help you a lot. As usual, guys, knowledge is power, and sometimes can even give comfort. So that was the speech for today. Now, that went pretty deep, I think. Sometimes it has to be done. I like to open myself up when I do these Let's Plays. It's not only that, trying to be there for you guys, try to provide entertainment and all this. It's also, a way for me to talk about stuff. It feels good to talk about things. Just looking at the sale, guys, and one thing we definitely need is this. If you want to handle the bales, we need that to move the bales around. So we definitely should make use of the sale here and save quite a lot of money, 15% off. So I'm gonna get the Deutz Agrovector plus a bale fork for the Agrovector. I think that is the right one. Is there front loader? No. Okay, yeah, that's for the Agrovector here. Pallet fork, bale fork. So I think, straw and hay bales. I think that is the right thing we need. Okay, so let's check out our first purchase. Oh, we were there already. Quickly go to the shop. Come on, do it. Here we are. Okay, nice little thing. Yep, that's a small bale fork. That will do us well if you want to handle the bales. That is the goal for today. You definitely want to get some bales produced. Okay, let's see. Attach that. Okay, what can it do? Back and forth, up and down. Okay, can we kind of extend it or something? It looks like it at least. What controls do we have? Yeah, we can just tip and pick up stuff. I don't know, it feels it should be able to kind of extend the fork. What happens if I know? Up and down. Any other controls I could select? No, doesn't look like it. See, okay. Nice little thing here. That should help us out. Sweet. I think I'll drive it home to the farm now. Let's do some cockpit view here as well. It's always nice with the new tools we get. Yep. Cool thing. I figured it out, guys. See? Holding right mouse button, then you can extend the fork. There we go. I thought so. Looked like it. Alright. Haha. Look at that. We produced a crapload of straw now. There's hay. Hay is what you get from the dried grass. That's a different part of the cow feeding process. But right now we're producing straw from the wheat. We are mowing down. You can see it coming out of the back of JL zip code there. And yeah, done with the field. This is the second tipper. And that's it. So 60,000 or so. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's start it away. You can see the money count is rising. Our wind turbine is kicking into gear. Each and every hour that passes, we gain 2.5k at the moment or so. 2-3,000. Pretty good. Highly profitable farm we have running here. Nothing to complain about. All fine. Alright, so let's unload that real quick, so it's done with. And while we do that, we can already turn our attention to some gear. Okay, so first of all, we wanted the square baler. We don't want the round baler, square baler. 120,000. Bought, just like that. Auto stack, I'm all down for that. Blam, bought. And now, last but not least, we wanted a windrower. Sowing, fertilizer, sprayers, manure, slurry, mowers, windrowers. Putting top 4-rotor windrower. What else? Only the best for our farm. Bought. There we go. That's what I call big spender. Yeah, I'd say we quickly ride over to the shop. It's not far, just around the corner, down in the city, so we can see all the gear. Or we could also teleport it over. Come on, it is alright. Vehicle selection, reset vehicles. 4-rotor windrower, Kone Big Pack square baler, oh yes, and our cousin auto stack FS 6372. Wow, pretty impressive name. Yeah, those things have cool names, I have to confess. Auto stack our cousin. Okay, let's check out this stuff. It should all be stacked up around here. Alright, so this is the auto bale pickup thing, and we can also unload it with that. That is good. In a later stage, then we use that thing to drop it into the cow feeder. But for harvesting and picking it up, I think that bad boy here does the trick. Then we got the Krone, that is the square baler, and freaking epic windrower. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. I'm excited to see how that stuff goes. Okay, first we're gonna do the windrowing. Try to see if we can kind of compact everything into more, into less lines and make the pickup easier. Okay, here we go. Picking it up. And right now to field 17. We have all the straw waiting for us. Let's go. Pretty decent tool here. See how it looks when it unfolds. Turn around here, try to line up. It's all manual labor as far as I know. You cannot speed up the process or automate the process. Okay, here we go. Looks like we can grab about 3 of these rows or so, 2 to 3. Let's hit gear, turn that thing on. Wait, lift windrow. No, it doesn't have to be lifted. Okay, turned on. Go for speed 1 first, just to see. Let's get that thing out of our faces. Aha. Yep. It does the expected. Grabs the straw we have and kind of compacts it into one thin line. Well, in the long run, I think if you invest your money in something like that, you saw it was not like super expensive. It could save you time, although it brings an additional step, so to speak. But I assume it will pay off in the picking up when we work with the square baler. Okay, let's go to speed 2. Seems to be working alright. Oh, spreads it out quite far. Okay, let's try to ride in the middle here. See if we... Nah, it didn't really work. We can't grab 3 rows, I believe. Maybe somewhere there in the middle where it's more compact. But hey, that's going quick. Okay guys, so I'll finish the first step of this process here. Get it all carefully lined up, and then we get to town with the baler. Alright, done with the compacting, so to speak. Kind of compact the rows together into, yeah, individual ones. Okay, turn it off. First stage of the process done. X. Fold it. I think we can park it here. Now, baler time. Let's see. Never tried that out before. I think once in the tutorial, maybe right in the beginning. I'm not quite sure with what tools we worked there. But shortcut I always take. Now we'll find out how it turns out. Okay, it's the square baler. That is good. That is definitely compatible with the pickup thing we bought there. Alright. Only option is turn on baler, so it doesn't unfold or has any additional options. I think it has to reach a certain fill level before it actually spits out some of the bales. But we will find out in a minute. Hopefully. See some bales drop in. Alright, let's see. Coming around. Turning on the bale thing. Okay, going to driving speed 1. Trying to line up here. And let's get right on top of that line. Okay. The baler doesn't seem to have a way to indicate if we are doing filling up or whatever. Just have to observe it for now and see what it does. Okay, let's go to speed 2. Alright, takes it. Speed 3. Too fast. Alright, let's quickly roll back. We don't want to miss anything. Ah, works backwards. That's what we know. Okay, but yeah, it seems it definitely makes sense to use the windrower, as yeah, it only seems to have a small grabbing radius, and compacting the lines and saving up times going up and down the field is definitely worth it, I'd say. Can't tell 100% yet, but for the grass later on you definitely should do it anyways. You know, you mow grass, then you spread it out, If you, look, first bale. When you spread it out, it turns into hay, and then you have to pull it together again, and the windrow comes in handy for that. Okay, look at that. First bales are getting produced. There looked like, there we go, we dropped one. Sweet. Not too much we're getting from here though. Got one bale so far. There's more coming. Oh, of course it has a village. What am I talking about? It shows it there. Why didn't I check it? Of course. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Stupid dog. Derpy dog is derpy, like Anders would say. Alright. 80, 90, 100. There's the next one. Okay, now we're rolling. Seems it takes a little bit to get going, but when we reach a certain threshold, pooping them out. Let's go. I missed a little bit there. I will go back hopefully and grab it. Okay, so this is how the baling goes down. I will grab all of that and then I'll come back when we try to pick it up. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm grabbing the last line here. Last row. Oh, jail zip code is in the way. Let's see if we get another complete bale. If not, nothing you can do about it as far as I know. We dropped another one there. That's good enough. Alright. Turn off the baler. 99%. Yeah, it will not come out. I think you need 3 bales and then it will drop. So that one is in there for now until we try our next run. Okay. So load it here, and now phase 3. Picking it up. Let's see. With the automatic bale collector over there. Which should be pretty epic. And we have some spare cash to get at least a few cows. So we can try to unload the hay, straw it is. Baled straw we produced over there. Where the cow's at. Okay. Operating position. It's right over. Baling time. Let's see. We see the bales. Get it to baling pickup position. And I think that thing can take speed 3. Let's go. Slunk. Wonk. Alright, alright. Piling up. Piling up. That's fun. That's cool. It's like a mini game or something. Bail or die. Oh. We got 4. Can unload already. 5. There we go. Still got quite a lot from that field. Not the biggest. But I should do the trick for now. See, I left this super small bits and pieces in there, but that wouldn't change anything for the outcome. We wouldn't get more bales total. Rip. Another 2 stacked in there. And rip. Works just fine. Oh no. Yes. I think that is the most funny part of farming. Riding around with that thing. Come on. Oh, missed. Come on, I thought it didn't react. Come on, guys, give me that. I was on there. Grab it. It's good. Oh, wow. Okay, let's try again. Grab it. Swamp. Okay. And I think up front we have the last one. Let's go. Full speed. Swank. Did we leave one behind? No. Okay, transporting position. And now... shop. Animals. Cow. Buy 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, map. If I am correct, it should be there. This number 20 area field, I think. We'll find out. That's right over there. Not too far away. Was it there? If not, I have to check it out. There's some maps existing for the games I once found. Might be able to relocate them. Alright. Let's check it out. No, it is... Ah, no, this is where... Oh yeah, this is where the milk milk gets delivered to. Wait a minute. Where's the cows? Then there must be this way, down on the map. The chicken are there in the center. Let's try to make it over there and locate the cows. Wool. Show up there. At field 30 there. I'll figure it out, guys. I'll figure it out. Yep. I think I know where it's at. It should be down there somewhere. We're heading in the right direction, that's for sure. I think down there somewhere. Yes. Around. There we go. 35. There's the cow symbol. Found it. Alright. Let's keep on trucking here. Quite the ride from the main farm, so if you want to work down there, we definitely have to acquire fields. But yeah, let's see how long. This looks like a nice grass field to me. Yeah. Okay, let's see how long this should last, you know, we'll keep up. Always on the look for horseshoes. Hopefully we didn't miss too many. One's up there. This is spots that are always promising. Not this time. Too bad. Okay, let's ride in there. I think over there on the right side is where the feeding happens. Yes, indeed. We cannot use what we have right now, but we need to... Ah, there's our cows. Need to work from here. Okay, and there's the milking station. Let's see if we have something going on with the cows already. Prices, finances, cows. We got 10. They got no productivity at the moment because we didn't give them anything. Well, we need to get a feeder so our cows don't starve, and we need to grab some more stuff, but for now let's unload. I'd say we do that here. Okay, unload bales. Oh, okay. See? Oh, we don't want to abort. Unload bales here. Yes. Do it. Sweet. So that is the first stack of bales that will make us nice and sweet milk. Haha. Alright, now we need another stack of those with grass, and we need silage. Can silage be produced around here? I sure do think so. Oh yeah, look, look, look. There is a small silo. Grass maybe. But I think we can use it for oh, compacting 0. Alright, alright. We'll get onto that. Maybe we have to step up the grass mowing a notch or something. Just for the fun. There's some epic mowers in this game. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We got cows. Wow, and look at these beasts. Awesome. Make sure, if you enjoyed the video, you know, hit that like button for me. The whole YouTube show, you know how it runs. Would be freaking epic if in one episode we could break 1,000 likes. We came close a few times. Would be cool, you know. We're closing in towards the end of the series somehow, you know. I feel we're approaching end game. Be nice if we could finish it off with a bang, right? So see you next time guys. I'm out. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend.